The following content is not meant for children. Hello everyone, Maester Aelix here, and I'd like to thank you for joining me for this mod combo review. In this episode, we'll be reviewing 3 mods that should help you manage your junk items and find a little more value with the junk items you already have. These mods are Scrappable Mods, Store All Junk, and Salvage Beacons. In this video, I'll be giving examples of how they improve the junk system and handling of Fallout 4. On with the show. We'll begin with Scrappable Mods. This mod is a simple addition to your mod list, which will take weapon mods, such as this one, and make it an item that will actually grant its construction value back. That way weapons mods are not simply, turning scrap into cash. It'll actually be able to let you break them down to make new scopes from old scopes and the like. Also, you just have to be careful that if you're creating anything else, that when you're using them, it will take these weapon mods apart. So if there's any special ones you want, make sure you don't leave them in the workshop. However, it does make it so that they are, as I just stated, in the workshop scrappable to get their materials out of. Also, you can drop them on the ground and scrap them for their material components, or if you have manufacturing extended, they will be broken down with a item with the recycler. I love this mod because it also makes it so the adhesive I get and use on these things is not lost forever. It is reusable. Makes a lot of sense to me. The next mod on our list has something like a quest that's associated. First, you need to head to the Rotten Landfill. Once there, you have to see the Junk Goddess Totem. It is located at the top of this hill. It's a simple matter of fighting your way past the mole rats to get here. Once you're here, all you have to do is pray at it. Now, there's no visible indication of this. However, if you go to the mailbox next to it and kneel down, the store junk option should be there, and that's how you know the mod is working. Then you can simply go to whatever container you like and put all junk into it. Speaking of putting your junk into containers, this brings us to our last mod, Salvage Beacons. So for Salvage Beacons, you're going to need to construct the communications terminal and put a settler there.
Okay.
You'll know it's staffed when there's a chair in front. Now, in this particular playthrough, I couldn't get the settler to actually sit there, but in most playthroughs that they will. Yeah. Now, the great thing about this particular combo is what Salvage Beacons does is that when you find a container that you want to take the contents of home, you put the Salvage Beacon in it, and people will show up and take it away. Oh, right. First thing you're going to need to do is actually craft one. You can craft them at any crafting station. Let's get that going. Alright, you just go down to Utility, and it's right there. You're going to need 1 circuitry, 1 copper, 1 crystal, and 2 steel, and of course, local leader 1. Because if you don't have a group of people to help you, it's not going to work. First time you craft them, you're going to get this little bit of a tutorial. I'll let you read that on your own. But in basic, you just put the beacon on, and put the beacon in the container, and people come pick up the contents. And let's see, the beacon is a miscellaneous item, so it won't automatically be sent in with junk items. And actually, you know what, it looks really, really good. So, why don't I take a second here and show you how I use it, and how it's incredibly helpful. I mean, how all of these work. So let me just go find a container that's far enough away. I can't have it within the boundaries of Sanctuary, because then it would just kind of not work. It's designed to be used at a distance, and yeah. Oh, speaking of being used at a distance, let me explain basically how it works. What's going to happen is a small team of salvagers are going to follow the beacon, and walk out to it, and walk back. Now, don't worry about it being put into like dangerous territory, because it won't be a real team. Even if they get shot up, the effect will still happen. All right. Oh, right. This the duffel bag. So we'll go here. I'll take those. Store all junk. There we go. And I'll just add in that beacon. There we go. After you close your containers, select which settlement inside should be delivered to. So, yeah, you only get that once, and since Sanctuary Hill is the only place it's set up, there we go. So there's the salvage beacon setting on top of the duffel bag. So a team will come by and retrieve all the junk that's in the duffel bag. Why this is great is that it's just so easy when you're out and collecting things. You just, go to the container, drop all your junk in, add in that one more thing, and it'll make it back to your settlement. Now, the time it takes is kind of based on quick travel time, and since that is based off of actual travel time... Oh, sorry. Turret took out that cockroach. Anyway. I also chose a place close by so you can actually see it working. So, here's the salvage team I was talking about, and since they're traveling on foot at a walking speed, they'll get here in approximately 1,200 years. No, wait, I'm kidding. It'll be a short time, but yeah, eventually they'll get here, empty out the duffel bag, and then walk back, and that way you don't have to do it yourself. It's a great thing for when you're exploring areas and you're far away from home, and since it's just the junk items, it's nothing truly important or really revolutionary. And if you happen to come across one of those weapon or armor workbenches with the scrappable mods, they'll be added to the containers you put your junk into as well. So do be careful about that. However, when you get home, theoretically it all should be waiting for you. And that is how I use these mods. That is why I love these mods, and this particular combo works out so well. It's great for when you're out salvaging things and you don't really want to take it home, and it's just the junk items, so it's not like you'll be losing a lot of value. You won't be, putting guns or armor or other potentially more valuable stuff just sitting around to be taken. Well, with that being said, here's where I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series. I hope everyone's enjoying the mods and, plays the game well. And if you do, please remember to like, comment, and of course share, because, I want to have this knowledge out there. And of course, check out the links down below, because that's where all the really, really good stuff is. So with that being said, I shall see you all next time.